Well, how about y'all? This is Daniel Nicholson with Nicholson Farms, and welcome back to another day. It is a super cold morning here in South Carolina. It might not be cold to everybody, but it's about 30 degrees. They're actually calling for some snow flurries here this afternoon, and I've said it before, we don't get much snow, so it'll be something to see. But I'm up here at the barn that we put our lean-tos on a couple weeks ago on each side, and we had a little ice storm last weekend, about a week ago, and the center part of this I wasn't going to replace, but it's some flimsy tin. It kind of leaks a little bit. I was planning on replacing it in the future, just wasn't going to get to it yet, but that ice storm decided to drop a stick right through the center of it, so I'm going to go ahead and replace it. I found a good deal on some tin. So I've got it on the trailer down at the house. We're gonna get that up today, but first I gotta get all this tin off. And I've been working on it this morning off camera, but I'm building a kind of like a little awning to go off the top. This barn was built probably about 15 years ago, if not longer. My dad built it for just the horses, just the center part. And you know, he didn't really take in fact of north wind and all that good stuff. So we're going to try to close this in, but this opening in the front's going to stay open, and it faces the north. So I'm just going to put that little awning on just to block a little more maybe rain that's coming in with the wind. Really, it might not do much, but I've got the tin already, so we're going to go ahead and do that. And also, I think what we're going to try to do in this video as well is, since I've got a bunch of little short pieces of tin, I'm going to see if I can close up these gaps on both sides of the barn. It's a lot to do today. I doubt we'll get it all done. The batteries on all my drills and stuff are not working too well because of the cold. But I doubt I'm gonna film all of it. I'm just gonna bring you along as I go. I'll show you what I get done as I get it done. Just because it's super cold, I kind of want to work fast. And we've done a lot of barn videos here recently, so I'm not going to bore you with all that, but I just kind of wanted to show you what we got going on at the farm, some improvements that we're making. The pigs they're enjoying this new lean-to on this side. They got their little bed made right there they pile up in, but they're doing good. But we're going to see what we can get done this morning and kind of just chug along all day. I'm going to build that whole awning down there at the barn, so I'm probably gonna have to get my brother to help me hoist that up there when he gets off of work. But we're gonna go finish that real quick, then I'll come back up here with the trailer and the tools and everything, and we're gonna start ripping off that tin and see if we can get some new tin up there. Well, I finally got the awning done. I've got it all framed up. It's gonna be 12 by 3 foot wide. It looks good. I didn't put the tin on it yet. I've got the short pieces of tin right here. But I didn't put those on there yet, just to make sure everything fits up right. If I have to adjust some of these braces, I can. But it's all put together. We're gonna get up there and start tearing off some tin. And then I think I'm gonna mount this, and we'll just kind of see how it goes. Well, we got the old tin up. We're about to get ready to go ahead and put that little awning across the front. And then I think the next thing I'm gonna work on before I put the tin on top is we're gonna put our sheet metal on the sides, just so I can cut it off a little easier. I don't have to keep getting up and down, making measurements. I can just place all that stuff on there, run the saw across, and make them flush. And then we're gonna see about getting this tin back on. This took forever. All this tin was put in by nails, so I had to go through there and pull all the nails out. I'm so glad we use screws these days. It'd make a whole lot easier if I ever have to take this stuff back off. But we're gonna go ahead and see if we can get that awning on and see if we can get some sheet metal run. It's about 2 o'clock right now, and they're calling for snow about 4, so we're gonna see if we can hurry up. We still might not get all this done today, but it'll be just fine if we don't. All right, so I got our little awning on. I didn't get the tin on. That took a lot longer than I thought. It's pretty hard to get up there by myself. I had to request the help of my dad. But the wind's picking up pretty good, and it's starting to get late, and I still need to feed up everything. So I think we're gonna call it there for the day. I'll catch back up with you either tomorrow, depending on how much snow we get, or either Sunday. So it's a couple afternoons later, we actually did get a good sprinkle of snow. It was pretty neat to see. We don't get to have that much snow here in South Carolina. I'll throw a couple pictures in there real quick. But we're getting back at the building now. I actually did some work on it yesterday afternoon and got some things done. I didn't break out the camera. I was just trying to get it done before dark. But if you can see up here, we have tin going all the way down the side of our building now. That's gonna block the, I guess, wind, and also allow it to hold some heat in during the winter. But you can look inside here behind me. We've got it going down, just closing up that gap right there. I've got it on both sides, and I put it in this little awning that we put up. So we got that done. So now it's time to slap some tin up. I was gonna try to do our little awning first, just because I'm worried about getting screws into that board right there once I overlap our long tin. But my ladder's not long enough, and my only way to get to that is if I put tin on this first and I can stand on that. So we're gonna go ahead and slap our 15-foot pieces of tin. It's gonna take 4 of them. I'm gonna go ahead and throw that up, and I'm gonna get that screwed down and show you what it looks like. I forgot my little gimbal or thing I can set my camera up on, so I'm kind of holding it by my hand today. But we're gonna go ahead and get that done. This wasn't a how-to video anyways. I was just showing you what we got going on, so it'll be all right. So let me get my tin up and I'll catch right back up with you. Several phases and several days. We have the roof completed on this little barn. We've got our little lean off the front. We got our tin that got busted with that limb replaced. We got both of our lean-tos on, and we also have the sides on at the top. Well, this phase of this project is finally done. We're happy to have a little more barn space between our 2 lean-tos that we added a couple videos back. We've got our new roof on, and we got this little lean off the front. That's just gonna kind of block some wind coming in since this barn does face the north side. The only thing I don't like about the way it is right now is this tin is hanging off the back probably about 1.5 foot, and that's just a little too far. So either I need to come back here and add some bracing, or either I need to cut this tin off some. Whenever I got this tin, I got it cut that length because I wasn't planning on adding this awning on to the front. But it'll be all right. Either I'll cut it or I'll brace it up somehow or another. But this phase is done. Their next phase of this is going to be adding sides to this. I know we're going to put sides all the way across the back. I'm pretty sure this wall and over here, I've talked about it before whenever we added these lean-tos. This is going to be our pig lean-to. So I don't know 100% what I'm going to do over here, but we'll figure that out. But until the next time we work on this, you might be seeing the goats back under it. We'll get back to this project in a couple weeks whenever we start adding those sides on. We got several other things that need to be taken care of around the farm. But I really appreciate y'all hanging out with us over the past couple days, getting this new roof on this barn and adding this awning onto the front. I think it's going to be a great addition. That old tin was starting to get pretty rough. But I really appreciate y'all hanging out with us. If you haven't already, please hit that subscribe button, hit the like button, hit the notification bell, and leave us a comment, and we'll see y'all on the next one.